Tony, maybe we shouldn't make it general that authorities have. Maybe there are some individuals in authorities. But I think it would make it sound better there, because we all know that there are people who are doing an extra effort. However, you may know that we have some bit of big shots, sometimes order from above. We don't know who that above is, but there is somewhere, some people that will say, we want this land and you cannot do anything, okay? Yes. So we have that issue happening in the country. Authorities, I think they are trying to do their best. On the Wetlands Day, we had Nabanja, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, officiating the celebration of the International Wetlands Day. At that day, NEMA and the Wetlands Department of the Ministry of Water and Environment, they also launched the 10-year strategic plan, 2020. Yeah, I know you're shaking your head. We are always launching plans. But let's give them a benefit of doubt, Kent, please. Yeah, we also had Honorable Mama Mavira, Beatrice Sanywa, in attendance. And this strategic plan is supposed to guide the restoration of wetlands and how they are conserved. Yeah. And there is also some milestone, Ken. While we see that some wetlands are having a lot of pressure in terms of development, especially in the central region, there are some milestones also being achieved in the far areas, in the outside areas. And NEMA reported, the ministry, let me speak now, this is because they're all under the Ministry of Water and Environment. The ministry reported that in 2020, the wetland coverage was at 8.9%. And as of 2025, we were at 13.9%. So that's an achievement that the country has attained, from 8.9 to 13%. And they have also gazetted 8,613 wetlands as we speak. And so they didn't tell us about the acreage of this, the size, but you can get the size by getting 13.9% of the total land area of Uganda, and then you get the hectares. But as we speak, we have around 8,613 wetlands gazetted in the country as public goods. Now, us as citizens, have we done enough? I will say to some extent yes, to some extent no. Because I think as Ugandans, we are so short-sightedness. I will give an example of Yala, where I stay. When the garbage was being brought into the wetland, we are all on our legs striking, saying, you cannot destroy Mayanja, you cannot destroy Mayanja. This Mayanja feed is here, feed is there. There is fauna and flora. There are these things that stay there. You're going to pour chemicals, acids from the decomposing waste that is not even sorted. Leachates, rightly said. Now, do you know what is happening?
No, I don't. Please tell us.
People are now saying, but Tembo, I think you were lying us. The wetland is still there. Yes, the water has changed. It is now black, but we have jobs. Okay? Now we can go there, sort waste, and earn some money. Now my building didn't have tenants. Now it has tenants. So we are short-sightedness. But I can assure you that if you go and test that water now and compare it with maybe the records that Wetlands Management Department had on NEMA, you would hold your two hands on the head. Yes. Because the leachate is moving untreated, and because we've been in the campaigns, no one is bothered. No one, and KCCA does this openly. For them, what they do, they look for an open stream. While we talked about policies and people who are directing their sewage system into the wetlands, it is happening broad daylight with KCCA in Uyala. They look at a stream, because they don't have where this leachate can go. They look at an area where it has a wetland and where they can direct their leachate and get into the natural drainage system. They are calling it a natural drainage system. But look at the life, the aquatic life. that is in staying in there. Look at a woman who is fetching that water. Where does not even have piped water, by the way. Here, 20 kilometers from Kampala, they don't have national water. So people are dependent on that wetland. Someone who is maybe rich a bit can dig a borehole, okay, or this well. Yes. But remember, this wetland contributes to the water table. Yeah. So even me or you who has money that can dig a well, you are still getting the same chemicals, poison. Absolutely. But this is, like, it is okay.
When we were doing a special coverage in Kisenyi, we were doing a crime story, but interestingly, one of the focus points was the streams in Kisenyi. You do not want to believe what I'll tell you right now.
Please.
One of the pipes was actually releasing water that was both sewage and water. So somewhere, somehow, probably en route to that stream, there is a point where the sewage mixes with the water table. Yeah.
And by the way, come to Clock Tower, Tony. There are people you will find with bottles at this side of Clock Tower. Kisenyi, remember, all of that comes to this side of Clock Tower, gets into Nachivuvo channel. Do you know that there are people you find with bottles fetching that water?
Oh dear.
What for?
To drink. A street kid in that channel, someone steps in, and there are some pipes that bring water. Someone steps in with a bottle of water, Renzori water, empty bottle, to fetch water. So as we do whatever you do, and I would wish that it starts with us people in the government. And this, I'm not lying. I want someone to go to visit Buyala, where they're dumping Kasasiro now. And you're looking at Mayanja. Look at that lichet. Go look at that lichet and look at where it is going. I actually posted even a video last year with that lichet coming from where it is coming from the west, collected into dams, then led into the natural stream, which they call natural drainage system, and it takes it into Mayanja. From Mayanja, it goes to Lake Victoria. This is the fish we are eating. So we keep complaining about cancer. There is a factory in Mabira. I've been to Mabira for tourism reasons. And there is a factory there, a huge pipe, bringing all the factory waste into a stream in Mabira. But we have an environmental officer at that level, Buyikwe District Local Government, who is the overseer. Like I said, NEMA does oversight. Okay? But the local government does real management and round kind of monitoring. And then they work in hand with NEMA and the Wetlands Department. So individuals in the government, this factory will come and talk to me, the environmental officer, by the way, and it happens. Mabira, you go there, just ask any tour guy around there. They will take you to where this pipe is. The water comes black and is poured into a natural stream for natural drainage purposes, and no one cares.
No, you do. You and we in studio.
Of course, some people cares, but there, people who are in government, who are mandated, who we have given the trust to manage this public good on our behalf. No one, they don't care. It's all about me and my stomach. After all, me, I can afford national water. I don't care who takes that water after here.
Yes.
You get? So we have lost that human Ubuntu. People don't care.
In Luganda, Ubuntu, but in the reality of Africa, Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. So we have lost that care for one another. And I don't know. But because I imagine a pregnant woman who is going to consume that water. Okay? Look at the baby. Look at the boy who is moving miles to come and fetch actually that water. This is their only source. They are moving a mile. They move from school, given a jerrycan, go and fetch water. But you are playing with it and it is okay. And yet you are mandated to say, okay, you are investor, you got a license to put a factory somewhere. Please do your drainage system. But you openly let it do. So as a government, there are people who have failed us. And also as citizens, people have become so reluctant because you saw the video in Nasana the other time, okay? So people have become like it is It is okay. It has become...
As long as it doesn't affect them directly.
They don't care about the other people who are dependent on that.
See, one time we were doing another special story, and we were looking at garbage waste management. Well, yes, garbage and waste management. We reached Bwaise, and I told whoever I was with that back in the days when we were primary 1, 2, we used to pass this particular part and find garbage heaped. You know, where you would see the trench, you actually see no trench but just
Garbage floating.
And then I told this person, you know that whoever adds to this garbage ends up affecting whoever it is the trench ends up.
Yes.
Or whoever it is where the trench ends up.
Yes.
We've often talked to people when it rains heavily. People that pick garbage from the house and straight to the trenches. This garbage goes somewhere where your relative, your friend, or someone, no matter who they are to you, is actually residing. And that water will disturb you. It will disturb them too.
Absolutely. We have seen you've seen water coming, because when this waste goes somewhere, it piles somewhere, the water runs off the channel, its way, and ends up in homesteads. We have seen people dying because of that. So you who is doing it, you have a child, you have a mother, you have an aunt, you have a grandmother, you have a relative. Would you be okay knowing that you've lost this person because of James Temple, assuming you got to know the name, because James Temple did this one, so he has made me lose my son.
And thereafter, someone will tell me because I don't support Uganda cranes, I'm not patriotic. Who is more patriotic than the one talking about issues that concern each and everyone?
Absolutely.